Just currently on our radar is Blue Dart. The company reported its highest ever revenues, EBITDA and profitability. But despite that, the stock is seeing some profit taking. It's down 1.5% today. And that's because it's seen a rally of over 100% in the last 1 year. Mr. Yogesh Dhingra, the CFO and CEO of the company, joined us on the phone line. Good morning, Yogesh, and congratulations on a very strong set of earnings. First, on your top line, your margins have expanded by 650 basis points to 14.2% versus 8.7%. What contributed to that, and do you believe margins at 14-15% are sustainable going ahead?
Good morning. In terms of comparison will not be a right thing. One need to really see whether, whatever we have declared is sustainable. So addressing to your point, yes, it seems whatever strategies we have put in are going to continue and result in similar kind of returns.
All right. Hi, Yogesh. Thanks so much for joining in. I want a few details. Then could you give us what is the volume growth, what exactly was the shipment growth, and also what is the realization per delivery?
Well, in terms of volume growth, it's in double-digit growth, so
Okay.
It's between about 18 to 20%.
Okay.
And with regard to realization, certainly if you see there has been improvement in margin, so which means number of things would have worked in terms of realization gains, in terms of better capacity utilization, in terms of good product mix. So everything went right as per the strategy which was put in. So I think that was the reason, because the number of products, it will be difficult for me to share the realization per piece. But at a macro level, I think all the products did fairly well. And the product mix was really very good this time.
Okay, so blended realization, suffice to say, would have gone up year on year. Volume growth at 18 to 20%, do you believe you can do better than that in the second half of the year?
Well, 18 to 20 itself is a very good number, but it's certainly linked to economy once the economy starts inching upwards. So there is a multiplier which generally works in the favor of express industry. So we expect that if that happens, there will certainly be some improvement.
All right, Yogesh, could you take us through the performance of the infra, also the value-added services you've been indicating in past, critical express delivery, etc. Could you tell us how much is it contributing currently, and what's the performance on the whole in the past quarter?
In terms of, I think the best would be to compare how much B2C is contributing to overall business of the organization. So I think B2C has been growing. That has helped, apart from the normal critical express, various value-added services which we have launched over the last 2-3 years,
Right.
are phenomenally doing well. So base may be low, but in terms of realization, in terms of the margin improvement, certainly comes from these kind of value-added services.
But what's the contribution to the total revenue currently?
Well, if one has to look at entire critical express and B2C, com,
Yeah.
I think it should be about 26-27%.
Okay. One final question. In your P&L, you've reported a finance cost of nearly 8 crore, and there wasn't any, at least last year. Could you explain that? And do you have any debt which resulted in this finance cost?
No, this is not a debt. Actually, we as an organization rewarded our shareholders because we had huge reserves in our balance sheet. So it is just a transfer from reserves into debentures which were given to all our shareholders as bonus. And with this innovative idea of rewarding our shareholders, now the shareholders have a liquidity because all these debentures are listed at a stock exchange. If they want to trade, they can do that. At the same time, if they want to keep it, there is a fixed rate of return which they get. Apart from dividend, it's an additional source of revenue in their pocket. So it's a very innovative, step which we took for rewarding our shareholders.
All right, Yogesh, thanks so much for joining in today and detailing those numbers. Stock is more or less flattish as we speak. Volumes, though, not very, very high. But a quick check on